Welcome back, guys, to another live stream. I haven't been on in a while. I've been quite busy. My name's Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and this is Blender, and it's not 4.4.3. It's actually 4.5.0, which I'm quite surprised with. I literally probably been off Blender for about a week, and I just loaded it up, and it's 4.5.0. So it looks like I might actually have to update my video title. So yeah, so basically the last few videos have been following a low poly dinosaur kind of module. I use gamedev.tv. I've paid for a load of kind of projects and things, so I've been following those. So without much ado, or however the saying goes, we're going to be starting a new project. Now this one, it's a lot longer than the dinosaur. It's entitled UV mapping, and it covers UV mapping, UV islands and seams, wooden barrel UVs, lots of barrels, plane reference images, building a plane, wings, completing a model, unwrapping the plane, texturing the wings, body, animation. Like, oh my god, there is so much in here that I'm going to learn. I'm really excited to learn about the UVs, texturing. This is going to be fantastic. So this is going to be quite a full-on one. I'm not nervous about this one. I'm quite excited. So as with all the previous Blender things, I watch these modules on my second monitor. And once I'm at a stage or a point where I need to do something in Blender, I will do it. So let's jump straight into it, guys. So I'm going to watch the first section, which is an intro into UV mapping. Okay. Right, so what I've got to do is I've basically got to put the other textures on the side of the building. So I think what I'll do then is if I R minus 90, scale that. See, because there's bricks, you can see if the bricks don't line up. I have this a lot when I'm doing any Photoshop work. Bricks are a bit of a bugger because you can see here, like, they're not like, if you're scaling the image, like, especially with the lines on the bricks, like, they can be a bit of a bugger. And I've just noticed as well, I've got that black line. So that black line is going to need to kind of sync up there roughly. That looks pretty kind of aligned. It's more kind of aligned. You see down here the black, but then as it goes up, the bricks get a bit out of sync. But I'm not too fussed about that. This is, yeah. Right, so for this one on the back, I think what we could do maybe is if we go on there. Ugh! Let's go for that. It's a bit big though, isn't it? I'll tell you what. I feel like that does need to be scaled a bit more. So the window's bigger than the house. Oh my god. Hmm. Let's just go for something like that. Why is this one? That'll do. For the rear, I think what I'm going to do with this one, I'm just going to rotate that -90. Just have that as kind of like a... So we've got the door, we've got 2 windows. I think what I'll do is I'll do R -180. So the problem with this one is it is... I think that looks okay. And then for the top, what I'm going to do with this one is... If I scale that down... There we go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So, if I now select that, that's interesting, isn't it? So this is the UV map, and even though, like you can see here in the model, the texture, you know, we've moved it into position and things, but then on the UV map, like if I select it all in there, you can see that some of them are overlapping. This is interesting. Okay. Huh? What, that's the end of that video? Okay. Let's call this plane. Okay, right, well that's basic UV mapping. So next up is UV islands and seams. Let's go. Okay, he's just explaining seams at the moment. Right, okay. Okay, so seams, he just explains seams. So a good explanation of what seams are is taking a t-shirt. It's a single piece of fabric. And then if you break it down into the parts, like you have the two arm sockets, you have the body. So technically you've got 1, 2, 3, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 parts. So the seams are like where the t-shirt, the front and the back meet, as well as the arms. So interesting. Object mode. Right. Okay, so as we scale in here, it's not affecting the UV editing texture. Shift A, cylinder 16. Hold on, what did he scale down the cylinder to? Okay, so I need to scale this down. What I'm going to do actually is hold on. Right, so if I get rid of that and if I move that up there. And then if we go object, there we go. So now oh, hold on. Okay. Get rid of that and that. Let's make a little wooden barrel like that. Okay. Object data properties. Edit mode. Oh, okay, right. Okay. Alright, so the UV map. Hold on. Okay, so if I come off of that and then go into object mode in that one. There we go, you can see the UV map here. On the brick texture. UV select mode. Right. So the outside, hold on. So these are the three parts to the object. 3 islands. The outside edges are the seams. Okay. Edit, preferences, add-ons, Node Wrangler is still on there. But he's using 3.2 and I've now actually got an even newer version of Blender. Control T. Musgrave texture, okay. Oh, dude, I don't have the Musgrave. Why does he keep doing this? He's got an outdated version of Blender. There isn't a Musgrave. Oh my god. Right, okay. Okay, so I need to add in a texture. I will do a noise texture. So we'll put the vector in there, and then the color goes into there. Whoa, that's a bit trippy. Okay, so then if I do that, I think that's the top one. You can see as I'm moving it around, it's changing. Okay. Okay, so click on UV. Okay. Right, so now that we've done that, we can actually see the seams. You see those lines? So if I just do that, we've got the seams highlighting the bottom, the edges of the bottom face, the top, and where the cut is down the barrel. Okay. Let's just give it a save. Okay. So we're going to delete that map. Hold on a minute. Unwrap. Why not getting anything there for... Oh, okay. Okay. Christ. Lots of learning with this one. Add a monkey in object mode. Oh my god. Right, I've got to add a monkey. Okay, so if I come out of there, save, Shift A, mesh, monkey, and if I GX, okay. What's going on? Has Blender crashed? Bloody hell. What's going on? Dude, why can't I zoom in? What's happened? God, Blender glitched out then. Jesus. Right, so we got the monkey there. So that is quite a complex shape. So, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm assuming these ones here are the eyes. That's the face. So what's this back one here? Okay, dude, this seems to be bugging out. What the freaking hell's going on? Oh, one sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a delivery. Right. Blender seems to be mucking me around. Why? Cursor to world origin. Why can't I see the seams on that? Select all UVs. Oh! Sorry. Right, okay. Oh, Jesus. Right, so what it's done... Let me just... Right, so... What the hell? Okay, that's really strange. So there isn't a seam going around the chin. What it's done is it's done a seam from the bottom. It's basically cut the skull in half. So it's gone straight up the middle. And then kind of where the eyebrows are, it's gone across. And then it's cut around the ears. That's really strange. Trying to get your head around how that's been, the seams have been marked to then be kind of put flat on the 2D plane. God, it's really confusing trying to get your head around that. So the ears are their own separate things. These are the eyes. God, that's really weird, isn't it? Okay, and then if we delete that UV map, we've then got to press U and do that. Okay, so yeah, that's completely different. If I select those and then do actually, I wonder if we do unwrap. So that's just weird as well, isn't it? So angle based does the angle based actually does a better job because it looks similar to the other thing. And if I was to move that, you can see it's essentially what the standard UV unwrapping was. Okay. And that one I just did then was angle based. Okay. Okay, alright, so that's the end of that one. Okay, so we're now going on to wooden barrel UVs. Let's go! Why does my coffee have a scent of orange? What is going on with that? Taste of oranges, clementine. deleting the monkey. Clear the seams. Clear seams. Done. The monkey is gone. Okay, deleting that. Well, that's strange. Control A. Control A. Mark seam. Okay. Okay. Right, so I've done the top and the top and the bottom seams. I need to put in the seam. So if I did the seam there, hey, okay. Okay, I think I'm following where this is going. You kind of have to think of it like a can of soup or a can of tuna or something. You know, breaking down their faces and where to put the seam. Oh, please tell me he's going to have a resource for the barrel. Wooden... Hold on. Okay. Right, so we've got a couple of resources to download. So we've got wooden planks texture and a rusty barrel texture. So I'm just going to... oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, they're literally just one's the plank texture and then the other one's the rusty barrel. So that would kind of be the lid, I guess. Okay. I think I know what he's going to do. Okay, so you get rid of these. So apparently you can drag and drop them in here. Just do that. That vector will go in there and then that will go in there. Okay. Right, okay. Okay, so what he's doing is he's okay, so okay, so at the moment he's just playing around with the texture. He's done what I've done. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, I was just gonna say, where are my seams? Okay, so if I select that and then scale it. And then that's annoying, isn't it? Because obviously the one in his model, he's got a black, sorry, a rusty kind of metal bar. So just out of curiosity, I'm gonna put that one in there. Just to see. So if I selected those, move them up here. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So Interesting. Want faces. That'll do. Oh, hold on. Was it control space? Right, let's try and get this. It's actually quite tricky to do because it's not fully circular. That's really tricky. I mean, I think that's about the best we're going to kind of get it. That's a really tricky one to do. So control space. Control space. Right, so now if I go to the bottom one. To be fair, that one, again, it's like you want to get that trim in. If there were more faces on this barrel, then it would be much more circular, but obviously the try count would be really high. Really high. But, I mean, that's about the best we're going to get with that, I think. Okay, so now we have a barrel, guys. A rusty barrel. So the wooden texture we've been supplied with, which is that one, it's not the best. But I am curious, if I was to select all of that, hold on. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I wonder if there's a way, because obviously, we've got like one texture. Like, I don't know if it would even allow you to kind of like borrow one part of an image for the texture and then, you know, like a wooden part, for example. I'm not sure if it'd let you do that. Two loop cuts. So two loop cuts and a bevel. Okay, so I've got to do two loop cuts. Done. And then oh my god, dude. Why is it? There we go. Bevel, Control B. So we can basically round it off. Instead of it being like that, we can make it a little bit more smoother. There we go. Got a barrel, guys. It's a bit of... You wouldn't really have a metal barrel like that, but the texture he's used in the video isn't one that we've been given as a resource, so it's a metal curved barrel, so it does the job. What I might actually do is just do that. Okay, so that is the wooden barrel UV. So I'm understanding about the island and textures and seams. So it is a learning curve. But I mean, I'm quite happy with that. You know, we've got the top, we've got the bottom, we've got the texture going around the side. Right, so next up is lots of barrels. Save the project. Okay, so he's hiding the building. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, does it, guys? He's going to do Shift D. Okay, so Shift D. Hold on. Shift D, X. Okay, so we've got 4 barrels. No, I don't want you, mate. I want my barrels. Okay. I hope he's got more textures because I've only got... I haven't... Okay, so a lot of people are saying in the comments about not having the assets to create these textures. I wonder if he's going to make a scene. So at the moment, he's got 4 barrels and he's got 4 completely different barrel textures. I'm just wondering if I've got any images where I've got wood in, like my own images. Right, give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to have a look in my archive. I'm just going to see... I'm going to see if I have, like, some kind of wooden texture or something. I've got a picture of a kangaroo. I've got a picture of a kangaroo or a wallaby, which has a bit of wood in. Christ, I tend to photograph plants. Like my whole archive has been plants, so I think I'm going to struggle to find my own kind of give me 1 second, guys. Dude, I think I need to get out with my camera and photograph some fences. And then I can use Photoshop to straighten up the perspective so it's like really flat and level. That's the good thing about being a photographer. I can actually use that skill to create my own textures. Yeah, I'm just going through. I've just got plants up on plants. Still no like planks or anything just yet. Okay, now I'm onto my mushrooms. Tree bark. Now, would that do as a barrel texture? Because that's... I mean, it could do. Let me just turn our... hold on, guys. If I turn that back on... I don't know if this is going to work. So, this is barrel 1. So, if I call this barrel 1... and then if we go on here, new material, call this barrel 2. And then if I get rid of that, that is my own picture, guys. That is, I think, 14.8 meg. Right, so now, if I go on that, so this is, I think, an oak bark. Okay, so if I select this island and scale it down, but then rotate it 90. Okay. And if I scaled in the Y. And then if I scaled in the Y on there. Look at that! I've actually got one of my own images. My own personal image I photographed as a texture on a barrel. That is so cool. Let me see what other. I've got loads of tree bark pictures. Let me see what else I've got that would be suitable. Because a lot of tree bark actually has, some of them have quite straight sections of bark, so I'm just having a look here. I mean, Prunus spinosa might not be a bad idea. What is that one from? Okay, I'm going to try. I've got another one here. It's kind of. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to be a good one, but we'll give it a go. So this is going to be barrel 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So if I get rid of that and then drop in this one, vector. There we go, and then if I do that, right, so you can see in the image, it is slightly, this bark is slightly angled, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to try and get it so it's, actually looks pretty decent, and if I scale it, oh, you can see that seam there. Right, let's try and keep it within there so we don't get that. Yeah, so if the lighting's different and it's kind of like, you can see the seam. Okay, let's try. It's tricky, isn't it? If I do scale and try and wait for something like that, I mean that's fairly. Okay. And then if I select that face and that one, and then go in there, and then scale on the Y, try and get them down to be a bit circular. I mean, you get the idea, don't you? It's right. I need another one. What other tree bark do I have? I don't have a lot that's kind of straight. I mean, I've got one Prunus spinosa, but that's it's a bit meh. How about that one? See, there are a couple of trees. I just need some bark that has lines on it. That's just strange. What about crack willow? No. Have we done that one? 228. Okay, I've got one more we can try. So if I copy that and name that as barrel 4, get rid of that, and then we're going to put in 3228, try that. So vector, color, and then if we go to that one, and then that, and that, zoom out. Oh, whoa, what was that? Okay, so what I should be able to do is scale that up. Can I scale it on the Y? Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so then in here, make those more circular. I mean, it's better than nothing, guys. Instead of just having textures in the lectures that aren't even available for me, these three are my own actual photography, so you kind of get the gist. I need to go out and photograph some wooden structures. let's go back to the original barrel. I feel like we're coming close to the end of this next ledger. Right, okay. Hold on a minute. C. Hold on, how's he doing that? Right, so selecting the edge. GG. Wow. Right. Awesome. Right, that's pretty cool. So I've just made my building even taller. So if I go into the face selection, G, plant. Hold on. Edge selection. Ah, that's pretty cool. So we've extended our building there. Okay, Oh my god, plane reference images. Oh my god! How far are we? 1 hour 43. Okay. Oh, let me just check my sugars, guys. Let me check my sugars. Oh, I hate diabetes. Gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. Okay, so we've done, I think, 4 or 5 modules so far in this one. So what we're going to be doing next is apparently plane reference images and then building the plane body. So that's going to be interesting. Hey Snow, welcome to the stream. Okay. I kind of want to find some different wooden textures, but the fact that the website they're using in the modules is changed to a subscription-based service, I don't really think I have access to wood. So, I mean, just for the sake of it, you know, we can just stick with my own images here, where I've got the what is going on there? Oh, dude. What is going on? Why is it acting like I'm pressing shift when I'm not? Okay, it seems like this new version of Blender has actually... it's dicking around. What is it playing at? Alright, so it seems like a new version of Blender is actually... it's supposed to fix 500 bugs or something, but it's actually... coming across this very, very strange bug at the moment, so... yeah. But anyway, we've got a building, we've got 4 barrels. Yeah. I mean, if I quickly go on Google Images and type in like wooden barrel texture. If I go tools, Creative Commons license, surely it would be under that. Creative Commons license, maybe. It's like you need one with the metal beam. Right, I'm just going to change that actually. Royalty free, there we go. Alright, every image I'm hovering over is saying licensable. I think I'm just going to have to get out there with my camera and actually take pictures of fences and wooden stuff. Oh, okay, right, so let's come out of here. This will just have to do for the sake of this video. I'll stick with the 3 tree textures that I've put in there. Right, plane reference images. Okay. It's going to be similar to the low poly dinosaur, I'm guessing. Oh my god, I'm going to be modelling a Spitfire. Oh, okay. So he's saying that we can apparently import from another scene. So if we made the plane in a different project, we should be able to import it. So I'm gonna take his advice, and we're gonna save this as we'll call this plane 2. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's got front, side, and top. Okay, right, so I've got to download the resources for this one. Spitfire reference, 6 plane reference images. Well, I'm assuming it's the Spitfire reference images. There we go. So, hold on, guys. Front, side, top. Alt G, Alt R. Hide the cube. RX90. RX90. Front. Top. New collection. Oh, dude. New collection. Reference images. GX. GZ. Okay. Here we go. Wow. Object properties, opacity 0.5. Just got the front one. Oh my god, he's going a bit quick. Hold on. Right, so on the front. Side image G, Y. Jesus. T-Rex was easier than this one. Alright, side view. Top view. Wireframe. Oh my god. Hold on a minute, I need to make sure that the... Oh my god. Hold on, it's going so quick. Hold on, how has he moved the 3D cursor? Shift S. Hey Zosha, welcome to the stream. How has he done that? He's... Oh my god. Right, I want to put the 3D cursor how annoying. How... What does he press? shift right. Aha! Okay, shift right. Thank you, Zasha. 3D cursor. What was that before? I think that was a medium point before. So now... So shift right, he's moved that. 3D cursor. S to scale. Okay, right, so now... S to scale. And then we're basically making it the same size as the box. Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry, I've paid for some learning material on GameDev.tv like last year. So I'm working my way through a ton of material. So yeah, I've done quite a few projects already. So if you go to my YouTube channel in the links, the panel below, I've got a playlist with all of my Blender, and yeah, it's got like a lighthouse scene. It's got a modular dungeon, low poly dinosaur, and then we're on this airplane. So we're modelling a Spitfire. So if I just, what's the opacity on that one? 50. If I just set the opacity on these to 0.5 as well. Just do that. So now if I go top view, side view is to scale, top view, is that to scale? Yeah, tip of the plane. Yeah, okay, so now I guess it's just the front. So we probably scale the cube. That doesn't actually look like that's kind of lined up. If I do that, and then if I do that. So basically that middle line is ever so slightly off. Oh no. No. Oh my god, dude. Right, I don't know what's going on, but Blender is being a bit of a shit at the moment. What is it doing? Can you see that? It's as if shift has been... I'm literally single left clicking here. But it's as if... what the fuck? Oh, this is pissing me off. Sorry, guys. There's a new version of Blender out, and whatever they've done, they seem to have fucked it. And there's now an issue where... Let me just get this line. Dude, what? Oh, this is so fucking annoying. Why is it dicking around like this? Oh my god. I need to check Steam. I need to see if other people are having the same problem here, because this is a bit unworkable, to be honest. Discussions. here we go. We've got to roll back to previous version. I don't even know if there's bug reporting. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just reporting this bug. Right, I've reported that on Steam. Right, let's go back to our thing. So this line here, we were trying to just move that. Oh, it's really hard to see. GX. Perfect. That's pretty much on par. There we go. Right. Let me go back to the video. Sorry about that, guys, but it's a bit of a that's a really bad bug. I'm gonna stick with this version. I mean, let me just check when it was released. July the 15th. It's been out 4 days, so hopefully someone else has come across the same bug that I have. Yeah, fingers crossed. Right, so top view, side view is to scale, top view is to scale. So he's probably going to do front now. So the front we would probably scale to like there and the bottom. Okay, right, so we need to go top view. Select the cube. And GX, no, SX. So we're making this basically just like that. And then if we go front view, oh, that's interesting. So, hold on, what the fudge? Top view is to scale of the top image, reference image. The side view is to scale apart from the top section. So I'm assuming what it's going to get us to do now is to increase or adjust the reference image there. So the model here and here is consistent. It's going to be really tricky. I wonder how he's going to do that. Okay, so I have to scale. Right, he's scaling the reference image. so that the wings are touching the box. So scale. Oh, hold on. Can I reset cursor to world origin? There we go. Right, so if I now do scale, we're basically making the wings of that image kind of... That's pretty much touching it, isn't it? A tiny bit off there. Oh, fuck me. What is going on with the shift button? The shift button is... There's a bug with the shift button. So... I'm now using my middle mouse. What is going on? What is this here? Oh, the light, okay. If I do that in center. Hold on a minute. Why is that not aligned? I'm sure GX Why was that not aligned? I had lined that up. What is going on? Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, that's good. Oh, right, so we've scaled the image. Side view. Okay, so we're going to wireframe. There we go. So top view is in line. Front view, wings are touching. Side view, that's the scale. So I'm assuming what we're going to do now is basically move the ref. Probably adjust the scale of the cube so that it's in line with that, and then obviously with the front view adjust that so it matches. So side view. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, alright, so if I go to edit mode, select the edge GZ, and then do that, and then select that one, GZ. There we go. So now, if I turn off the X-ray, if we go... Oh my god! What's happened there, mate? Ah, it's because of... Numpty. What a numpty. Hold on, guys. Oh. Let's go to face mode. What a numpty. Right. Wireframe. GZ. I'd only selected one edge, so what it was doing, it was not playing ball, basically. GZ. Okay. So now, if I turn the wireframe off, go back to that. So now, if I do 1. Ooh. Okay, right, so top view is to scale. If I just turn on the wireframe, so we've got side view is to scale. It's touching the top of the rudder and the bottom of the plane. The top view is to scale from the propeller to the tail. So then it's just going to be, I guess, adjusting that image upwards so that it's within, because you can see the bottom of the plane there and the tip there, so that should hopefully be able to just go up. Welcome to the stream. Okay, right, so if I come out of there, select the image and save. So we're going to move this on the Z axis, so GZ, and then if I hold control, I should be able to do that. And there we go. So the plane is touching the edge both sides, on left, right, top and bottom. So now our kind of cube hold on. Our cube is now kind of to scale of the images. Christ, that was a bit tricky. So we turn off these perspective modes. Oh, this is exciting, guys. Okay, I need to boil the kettle and have another coffee. We have got all the references. We've got all the reference images in there. You can see there, like, what was the 5? That was it. Yeah, so we can see here. It's to scale. Right, I'm going to stick the kettle on and make a coffee. And then we're going to build the plane body. Oh. Sorry, I stood on my volume control for my headset. Right, so if I just read out the next few modules, we're going to be building the plane body, building the wings, completing the plane model, and then we're going to be unwrapping the plane, texturing the wings, the body, and then apparently we're going to be animating it. So I'm going to try and get this done all today. I can't believe the time. How is it 6:30 already? And then the next module after I finish the plane is rigging and animation, and that has quite a lot of oh my god, Jesus, there's a lot of stuff there. I'm excited for that one, but that's going to be a lot to learn. Right, let me just make a coffee, guys. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Right, here we go. Next module, building the plane body. I best save my project. Auto mirror tool. What? Ah. Okay. Okay, right, so what we need to do is we need to resize the cube. Similar to how he's done. So if I go edges, scale on the X. What is going on there? Turn off that snapping. Right, so he's done his. Oh no. Select all. Where's he done this one to? About there, I think. Yeah, he has. Okay. And then the front view. So now if I zoom out of there, if we go to front view, select all, save, scale on the X. And with this one, it basically, hold on, scale X, scale X, that looks the same as what he's done. There we go. Awesome. save. Mirrored object. Oh, an add-on. It's going to show me an add-on, guys. Okay. Mirror. What? Oh, that's great, isn't it? So in the video, he's got an add-on, auto mirror. Well, that's great. Dude. Oh, fuck's sake. Why is he going to be showing me an auto mirror when it's not even available? N. I mean, oh, hold on. N, come out of there. N. Tool. Is it going to be in here? Mirror. Okay, so it's not available as an add-on, but in the tool there is the transform and it has mirror. So does that do the same? Get extensions. Oh. Dude, you are a legend. Thank you, Zosha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are an absolute legend. Okay, so that's done there. So auto mirror, there we go. Oh, Zosha, thank you. Origin, okay, so do we need to change the origin point? Origin to geometry. I need to go to object mode, so no, object, origin to geometry. Okay, so that's now dead center. Okay. Auto mirror. Mirror modifier. Right. So that's basically the same as the mirror modifier, I guess. One sec. Sorry. So I know you guys that follow it are viewing, if you've not watched my Blender adventure or Blender learning thing, I'm following these modules on my second monitor, so I'm listening to that, and then once I'm at a point where I need to do something, I do it. That's why you might see me not doing anything for like a minute or so, because I'm listening and taking it all in. I'm quite excited to build this plane. I'm really excited for the animation. Side view. So it's got verts. A to extrude. Okay, so okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do select that, E to extrude on the y-axis. He's going to that point there, and then we'll scale it down. And I might actually just move it down on the Z, so it's kind of following those lines. And then I might actually move it back on the Y just a tad. And then he's doing the same for this next line. So you see these grey lines right here, guys. That's like the cut points. I'm assuming he's made this reference image from his actual model, and I guess that's how he's done this. So we're now going to do extrude to about there, and then scale. So I'm just basically trying to go along the red lines there. That looks good. And then he's doing the front as well. So extrude. Do that to about there. Scale. Oh, it's a bit of a weirdly shaped one, isn't it? And scale. Yeah, that looks good. There we go, guys. So, we're getting there. So now I'm guessing he's going to do the back section. Okay. Right, so select that, extrude, and we're going back to this bit. And then move that to about there, and then he's extruding again here. So if I do that, extrude. Oh, extrude on there. Hold on. Oh, okay. So if I do that and then select that one, there we go. Why has he done his one? So he's made this one here go down to there, basically. Okay. All three. And then we're extruding to that next bit back. So he's done it to about there. Okay. That pretty much looks the same as what he's done in his video. I might actually move these back just... Ugh! Okay. Oh my god. Right, so he's extruding here to the end. And then just kind of scaling it down again to about there. And he's doing... Oh, no, no, no. Control R. He's doing a ribbon cut there. Oh my god. Okay, so that's the body of the plane, guys. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Awesome. Right, building the wings is the next bit. And then after that, it's completing the plane model. Oh my god, there's only two... It's 11 minutes 50 for the next one regarding the wings, and then completing the plane model is 9 minutes 33. Let's do it. Building the wings, guys. Save the project. Tail fin and the wings. Hold on a minute. Okay. So he's doing a loop cut straight down the middle. Okay. Alt left click. Okay. GG. Hold on a minute, mate. He's going too fast again. Let me just turn that back on. Okay. Right, so if I just get that, there we go. Okay, so he's doing a GG and then GG. Okay. Okay. Right, what is going on there? Is that a hollow bit? What is this bit here? I'm gonna have to fill that. It seems we have a gap in the plane. How has that happened? What is this? What is that? There we go. Okay. So if I select my verts here and do face. There we go! Fixed it! We've added a face. So if I now turn off the X-ray. Okay, that is feeling like a bit of a plane, isn't it, guys? Let's turn the X-ray back on. Looks like a submarine. Totally tubular, dude. So we're getting the back verts. So selecting these ones. You gotta do a GG to get these to go into a point. Ah. SX and 0. Scale on the X to 0. Okay. So we can then do GX. Move that in there. And then he's doing the same for these ones here. Okay. SX 0. And then GX. Okay. Ah. Right, okay, so we need to go to top view now. I might actually... Oh, okay, you can see here. Scale on the X. Okay. Right, okay. Right, I just need to go to the front section. Okay, so GX. Right, how is that looking? So, no, we do not want camera mode. Okay, so that one's a bit sticky outy. Let's turn off that. I feel like I might move that one in a little bit more. That's looking good. Okay, we're going to be doing a tail fin next, guys. Face mode. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's going quick. One minute, dude. Right, back two faces. Back two faces. Okay, so we're going into side view. Ugh. The normals. Right, so Z twice. S, Z, 0. Okay. Right, okay, got ya. Okay. Right, so we're going to do E, Z, Z. And he does his one to, not this one, but he actually does it to here. And then SZ 0. Okay. So his one is basically, yeah, it is basically on this line here. And then if I select the verts, I can move that in there. Same for here. So his verts, he's moved his one to basically there, which is odd because it feels like it should be on this bit here, but in his one he's literally done it to there. So now if I go back to face mode, okay, so now if I zoom in here and select these two faces and then go back to there, I'm probably going to be extruding upwards to this next line. So where is he going to? Hold on a minute. So he's basically gone to about this line here. Okay, so E, and he's gone to about there. Scale. I'm just gonna make that a bit bigger. I'm just gonna get rid of that toolbar. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, so he's going to edge mode. And then he's going GG. So he's just tightening that up a little bit. Okay. What ones are going to now? Oh my god. Okay. So extrude there, scale, G, extrude, scale. Oh, okay, so he goes straight up to the top one there. Okay. Look at that! We've got a fin! Or a tail fin. I don't know my plane terminology. Okay, so it's just tidying up his verts. I guess we could sort the verts out for all of them, to be honest. Interesting. I mean, mine's pretty much like really kind of in line there, but what he's doing is where he's got this one, he's kind of making that go in line with that, ready for the next section to do with the wing, I guess. Okay, so he's moving that down actually. Okay. That's looking pretty decent, guys. Okay. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, mate. What's he doing? Oh, wow. He's massively kind of... Oh, he's actually really moved his along to kind of follow the line there. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so save. Selecting the top one and it's going to this one. Oh, dude. Okay. GG. Nice. Oh God. Scale on a Z, I think he said. Is that what he said? Hold on. That one to that one. GG. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, what's going on up there? Bro. What's going on with that vert? What's going on with that one? Let's bring you up, mate. I feel like you need to go up, and then what we can do. Zero. Okay, so if I select these verts here and then just did a GG. Oh, maybe that's too... I mean, I'm happy with that. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm quite happy with that. Look at that. That's fantastic. No, we want the plane. Thank you. I think that Telfin looks pretty decent. Face mode. I to insert and scale. Okay. I think it's where that red bit is, guys. Scale on the Z, maybe? Top view. E to extrude outwards. Okay, so E to... Dude. E to extrude. Okay. Nice. Okay, so if I go back there, and then if I go to verts and just tidy that up there, like that. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, I see. Okay, so I need to select those verts and then do no. Why are you not going up, dude? do that. Does that work? Okay. Why is that slightly on the piss? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that on the X just so it's kind of more in line. Oh, actually, can I just do a GG? There we go. And then extrude again. Or actually, what I might do is just move that up there. And then select all, extrude. To about there maybe. And then I'm going to select these ones, move those to there. Select that, move that to there. That one. How does that look? Nice. Dude. Awesome. Looking good, dude. I'm assuming we're going to scale the end vert so it's kind of a bit smooth, because you wouldn't have a blocky edge like that, so probably do something like that, wouldn't you? Ugh! What's going on there, dude? Hope you're enjoying the tunes, guys. Oh, proportional edit, that would be good. Whoa! Hold on. Hold on. How do I... Let's go for 2. Scale on the Z. Scale on the Z. I might actually change it to 0.4. Scale Z. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, okay. Oh, you legend. Thank you. You're really handy having on the streams though, Sha. I appreciate the help, dude. Oh, that's pretty good to know. I think I did get shown this in a previous module, but it's been a while since I've done proportional editing, so yeah. It's looking pretty decent though, isn't it? Nice. It's getting a bit hot here. Oh, I really appreciate it, dude. It's very, very kind. Okay, so I think that is the tail wing done. It does look a little bit wide though, doesn't it? But you can see, like, to the scale, like if I turn the opacity back up on there, and if I do that, you see I'm hopping between the perspective mode. You can see the wing, the tail wing, it is literally to scale. It just looks a bit large to me. I don't know if that's normal scale, like real life scale, or proportion. But it's working, so... Okay. Right, so I think we're going to be going to side view now, and if I turn that back on... there we go. So you can see the next bit that we're going to be pulling out there, which is the red outline section. Okay, so he's doing another loop cut. So he's going to do Control R. He's going to do a loop cut there. I think it's this one here. You can just about see it, guys. It's like this line here. Holy shit, dude. 15 to 20 years. Wow. So you're an amazing person to have on stream then. Are 3ds Max and Blender quite different in the modelling sense? Or like is there that much of a huge difference? So like all of the stuff I'm learning in Blender, would I be able to load 3D Studio Max and kind of find my feet fairly quickly, or are they quite different in the way that they both work? Like I'm a student studying computer game design at the moment, so I'm not required as a game designer to learn or know modelling, but I wanted to learn it so I can make my own assets for Unreal and Unity. So and also Blender's free, whereas Studio Max, you know, might be able to get a discount as a student, but with money being tight, it's kind of like, you know, I have to go for the free options, and I find Blender to be fantastic. I've already modelled some very basic plants, because I created my own farming mechanic in Unreal, and I wanted to have my own plant models, so I did like a 3-stage growth plant, which was really awesome, and then to be able to export it and put it in Unreal was just so cool. So okay, that's good to know, like about the workflow and things. Okay, so it looks like it's these two faces that we're going to be. Yes, yeah, you can see that. Okay, so it looks like we might actually have to lower the verts there to match the base or the hull of the plane. And you can see what I've selected. It looks like they need to kind of be a bit lower. Not drastically, but let's see what he does in the video. top view. Okay, so we're going top view. Okay, so he's extruding to about there. Oh my god, I bet there's tons of different hotkeys. Like, honestly, I've got a notepad file and I've made so many hotkey notes, dude. Like, I've jotted them all down. There's crazy amount. Oh, as long as the basic ideas are similar, then it should be kind of... I would have thought fairly simple to kind of grasp. Right, so we're going to about there. Oh shit. Turn that off. Oh, hold on a minute. Extrude. Scale in the Y. So that will do for that bit, but then this one needs to kind of be... Dude. It's looking good. I hope you're enjoying the music, guys. Okay, that's looking good. Front view. Scale X0. Do the same for that one. Oh, hold on a minute. What's going on there? Okay. Dude, there's nothing wrong with being old. I'm 38. Like, join the oldies club. Right, I'll tell you what, let's select these faces. It does feel like the hole needs to be adjusted. I do think... Oh, that's awesome, dude. Blender game engine. So they had their own game engine. How long ago was that, dude? Right, this is getting a little bit confusing with... there we go. If I scale that... I'm trying to stick to the lines that we've got to follow as a bit of a guide here. It does look like this one though, it needs to... can I do a GG? I guess we can straighten out this wing as we're kind of going along, or maybe I should select the edge. And then if I did a GG, there we go, okay. There we go. Yeah, baby! Yes! Chunky wings! Good chunky! Love it. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna extrude, I guess. So, select the faces. Oh, what is going on? Dude. There is a bug in this new version of Blender. Notice that I'm using 4.5.0, bottom right. There was an update on Steam. I had Blender on Steam, and I noticed the new version was out, and I was like, fantastic. And apparently there's either 50 or 500 bug fixes. But I've noticed that the shift key, whenever I press shift, certain times it will just lock, and the software will act as if I'm still holding the shift key. I don't know what's causing that, but I was not having that issue before. It's really annoying. Oh! He's challenging me to complete the rest of the wing. Fantastic. I love a challenge. Okay. Okay, so I've got to complete the rest of the wing. Right, hold on. Let's just select the correct faces. Right, so then go to front view. Yeah, front view. Extrude. And we'll do that to about there. And then so how's top view? Oh my god, dude. Okay, well I'll tell you what, front view is pretty much lined up. So if I go to top view, let's select the verts. So let's just move that into place so I can go along the red kind of boundary there. And the same here. So we've got a couple of... what's going on there? If I just select those and move those up there. Got a couple here as well, so I'm just going to move that up to there. And then put those there. This one down there. Okay, how's that looking? It's looking pretty good. Front view, so God, that's really confusing. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to scale that down to about there and just move it up. It's pretty on par. Okay, and then if we move those verts back up there. So now, if I go back to there, and then if I just check. Nice! Okay, so front view. Actually, I might do the extrusion from there. So it's one. Verts. Move that to there. Move that to there. And then move that to there. GG. UPBGE. God, so that was made redundant quite a few years ago then, dude. Right, let's move this. Oh, hold on, what's going on there? Let's move these up to there. I'm going to need to scale those down. Interesting. Okay. How's that looking at the top? Right, let's move these verts back up there. These ones to about there. These ones need to come down there. And then I assume scale that down a little bit, maybe. No, hold on. Redo, save. Gonna have to. I'll tell you what, let's hop between. That's looking pretty good, actually. That's really kind of to scale there. Top view and the side view. I think what I want to do is try and smooth off. Right. So are there people like fans of it that are kind of keeping it alive then, I take it? I feel like what I need to do. I feel like that's pretty spot on, guys. What do you reckon? What's your thoughts? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It is, isn't it? It is a lot of fun. Thanks, dude. You can see compared to where you've got that red outline. That's the images, like the kind of concept drawings, if you like. But mine's pretty much to scale. So I mean, oh, hold on. Sorry, let me just select the plane. I should rename that to plane, really, shouldn't I? There we go. So if I go to object mode, so you can see the front view, side view, and top view. It's literally kind of to scale. I'm just watching the rest of the module to see how he finishes it off. Okay. Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god, dude. Select that one and then select that one. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Alt there and alt there. Why is that not... Alt left click and then shift alt left click? There we go. Surely, no, hold on. Surely it would make sense to do these ones as well. Dude. Oh, it's doing that glitch. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. This is the shift glitch I was telling you about. Oh, what a pain in the freaking ass. Dude, I don't even know how to... What the fuck? This is messing up my project. Oh my god, that's a really bad bug. Right, so I'm holding Alt. Left click there. But, oh, there we go. Now it's doing it. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How have I got edge and vertex selected? What? Dude, there's definitely a bug going on here. I'm just going to do it manually. Oh my god, right. So, hold on. Right, that is the end of that module, guys. The building the wings. So, okay, I do need a bio break and I do need to eat. I've pretty much, oh my god, there's 18 modules total for this plane project. I've done 8. I'm basically almost halfway through this, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream there, have a break to eat, because it's, oh my god, how is it 10 to 8? It's still bright outside. So the next, if I just read out the next few modules for this project, I've got completing the plane model, unwrapping the plane, texturing the wings, texturing the body, preparing for animation, animating the plane, scene and animation adjustments, lighting and HDRIs, rendering animations, and wrap up. So I'm going to have a break, guys, and then I will be back. I'm going to smash this out. So I've done call it almost 4 hours. So maybe another 4 hours stream and I could probably wrap this up. So I've learnt a lot about the other project where I've actually got the buildings. I don't know if you tuned in, Zosha, when I was doing UV mapping and texturing with the building and the barrels that I had. So apparently we can import scenes from other projects into... I think you can basically import models from other projects. So yeah, I'm waffling on. I do apologise. So I'm going to call it there, guys, and I will be back. If anyone watching hasn't followed, feel free to if you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel for previous game dev streams on Blender, Unreal and Unity. I've also got my itch panel, so there's 4 or 5 games that I've made. If you want to go check those out, they've been made in Unreal and Unity. Really proud of those, so yeah. Do bear in mind I'm a first year student, so starting my second year in September. But yeah, I'm really proud of the games. So feel free to give them a play. Thanks for watching, and I will be back in probably about an hour's time for more of this plane project. So feel free to tune back in. Thanks for joining me, guys, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in about an hour's time.